A few years ago, I went on a missions trip to Arizona and New Mexico to work on a few different Indian reservations. And while I was there, I was able to work with the Navajo reservation, the Apache, and the Hopis. And I really connected with the Navajo reservation. So through Facebook, I stayed in contact with the principal there and asked her if there was any kids who were really willing to, they really wanted to grow in their faith. Through it all, we were able to set up a missions trip that I was able to do with them, and just a way that they can get off the reservation, they could experience a new kind of culture, and that they can serve Christ. For those of you who don't know what it's like to be on a reservation, these boys were coming from poor families with not a lot of money, families who were just broken, and lots of them didn't have parents. Lots of them were living with their aunt and uncle or their grandparents, living in either small trailers or cinder block homes with tin roofs, and just it was not a good living situation at all. And you look around and this is all they had. They would usually wear one or two outfits, and that was all I saw them in that whole week. And lots of their meals came from the school where they went. That's just kind of the way they lived. The principal, along with these 4 students and former students, came ranging from the ages of 22 to 15, and while they were here, they will just help out with the VBS here. They served in a food pantry, they helped out with World Vision and help organize school supplies and stuff for those in need. I was hoping that they would just be able to grow in their faith and know that they can serve. I was hoping to raise their self-esteem and just build up some confidence within them. Through it all, though, they were able to get so much more out of it. The one boy, he actually just turned 17, and he is really into music and loves to play guitar and really wanted to play guitar to serve the Lord, and he just didn't know what that looked like. Being here and experiencing Immanuel's church service, he was like, oh my goodness, I could play this for my church and I could serve God that way. So that was a big way he could minister and use that back at New Mexico. Another young man, he was 22, and his name was Jamie, and he is a leader. He is definitely built for leadership, and just he didn't know how to take that back to his reservation, how to use that, and what that exactly looked like. And through VBS and through just some of the different service projects we did, he stepped up as the leader and just took control of situations. Another kid that came, he was 15 years old, and he's been deaf since birth, and he did not think he could do anything. He came in here, and through VBS, the first day he just sat around and really wouldn't help out with anything, didn't really think he was capable of helping out. By the second day and third day, he was stepping up and taking that position, and he was telling those kids to get back in line when they needed to. He was playing with them during the games, and he was helping them with crafts. And I think through this all, he was just really able to know that he can still make a difference, and he can still help out, and he can still serve and minister in his own way. Looking back at the trip I went on 4 years ago, I went with 15 other students to New Mexico, and we were able to do a VBS, a sports camp, and we were really able to have fun with them, play games with them, and encourage them where they were with Christ. But I really didn't feel like we were able to make an investment in them, or like they were able to get a lot out of the trip that we made. You go over there, you do serve them, and you spend the time, and yes, sadly you will come back home, but my hope is that you come back home with those relationships and with the ability to still stay in contact with these people. In my opinion, you can spend time with them, you can love on them, care for them, serve them, but when you come back home, it can't just be over. You still have to be investing in them and pouring the love of Christ into them and just serving them, praying for them, and helping them out. I think that's the most important thing you can get out of a short-term missions trip. In comparison, we brought 5 people over from New Mexico here to DC, and I feel like that was more of an investment with our money and our time, and I really feel like they were able to get more out of it. We were able to pour our knowledge and our time and energy into them and help them. When I went over there, I thought I knew about their culture and what they were going through, but I really did not understand everything, and really I wasn't part of their lifestyle. I didn't know everything about them or how to reach them and connect with them on their level. Whereas the people that we just sent over, they're missionaries over there. They're able to share the gospel and connect with people and relate to them better than we could ever do.